How can fasting be a cry to God for help? When someone is lost at sea, or maybe out in the wilderness somewhere, they might send up a signal flare for help, a bright, like a firework, just fire a flare up into the air so that it's easier for someone to find them. And fasting is often described like this in the Bible. In Ezra 8:23 it says, "We fasted and petitioned God about this, and he answered our prayer." It's almost saying there, well, I think it is saying there, we fasted and prayed, and so God responded to our action. There's also a story in the book of Esther. Esther was a young woman in a foreign land who married the king and then discovered that her people were going to be attacked, persecuted, discriminated against, murdered, and killed. And so here's what Esther says in Esther 4:16. "Gather together all the Jews of Susa and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. My maids and I will do the same, and then, though it is against the law, I will go and see the king. If I must die, I must die." But the outcome of that story was that through their prayer and fasting, God heard their prayer. And when Esther went before the king uninvited and unannounced, which was against the law, God gave her favor and they were all saved. But does this really work for us today? Well, in 1756, the King George II, called a national fast in the UK when we were in danger of being invaded by France. Churches all over the UK fasted and prayed. And the Christian leader, the founder of the Methodist movement, John Wesley, he said this of that fast. He said, "The fast day was a glorious day, such as London has scarcely seen. Every church in the city was more than full, and a solemn serious was set upon every face. Surely God heareth prayer, for humility was turned into national rejoicing, for the threatened invasion by the French was averted." The people gathered and fasted and prayed, and God responded to that flare of faith that they sent to him. He responded to their fasting and prayer, and our nation was saved. Where do you need help right now? Where do you need to send up a flare? I want to encourage you. It might be worth taking some time to fast, not just what you're fasting during Lent, but maybe to fast a meal, to fast for a day, so that God can see your desperation for what you need him to do in your life. If this is helpful today, why not give us a like, follow us, and I pray that God will bless you, that he will see your need, he will meet that need. I'll see you soon.